Hi, how's it going? We are going to play with some Eat the Word 2. Eat the Word is my 2 homemade decks that I have where I've sat with the Lord and I've written down scriptures on playing card decks. This is the second one. The first one is just scriptures, but this one we'll actually be using the deck for. Page of Cups out there, huh? And both of my decks here have all of Psalm 119, which reflects back to the Hebraic alphabet, but by way of gematria, it also reflects back to the major arcana and tarot, and I absolutely love it so much. And I'm so passionate to teach you. So Eat the Word 2, we're going to see some plain deck action. We're going to minor arcana this by rooting it and dividing it back towards its original state, original numbers that are prescribed for this transmutation. Well, we're also going to look at the scripture and see what's really going on. Let's start with our first card here. That Page of Cups came back out. You are joking me, Lord. Definite messages of love here. But what we have to figure out is this internal? Is this our higher self asking us to say loving affirmations to ourselves and moving us in the right direction? Because self-love 111 must come first before that world's love can, the universal love, right? Or is this incoming? Is it external? Are we going to be expecting this? Do we feel this page of messages come in? Or is it just what we said, internal or external? Ezekiel 18:22 is here. Because of the righteous things he has done, he will live. Wow, and that sounds like surrendering to forgiveness for me. That sounds like a true operation of love in itself, because that inner boy is here. That inner boy and his feminine power is able to see, you know what, I am living because of the righteous things that I have done. I've been able to make these right choices by way of God's will. And if there's messages of love here, then we automatically have to know that that Knight of Cups is coming in. Absolutely. Whether you're feminine or masculine looking at me, sweetheart, we have both of these powers as we are divine ourselves. Let's see this one here. 2 of Swords. I love that so much. Isaiah 25:8 here is here. The sovereign Lord will wipe away the tears from all faces. And that Page of Cups, these messages of love, there's huge heartache going on here. And if there's 2 of Swords here, then we automatically have to remember that on one spectrum, 2, 2, 2, shut up, Lord. On one spectrum here, we're going to have 3 of Swords. On the next spectrum, we're also going to have Ace of Swords. But then on the opposite side of this, the inside, what hurts, what we're not taking advantage of is that 4 of Swords all the way down to that that 4 of Wands all the way down to that Ace of Wands as well. And if that 4 of Wands is there, along with this balancing of bringing both of those 4 wands together within these messages of love, once again, this is twin flame. He is having me experience twin flame energy so much right now. And a lot of us are coming together in divine unity. A lot of us are coming together and seeing that, you know what, I am awakened, but my twin is not. And if they're not going to awaken at this point, the time is just move on to heal myself fully. I can't continue to hold on to the hope. I can't continue to hold on to it because it's only going to unbalance me if I'm expecting this person to always come in. However, there's a lot of justice that needs to come in to heal this as well, which means closure. And if closure is here, we have to have internal closure and external closure. 3, 2, 1, there's that dissension. So what happens when we can't get external closure? We just have to be happy and content knowing that we did everything we could to have internal closure. Because not only are you fighting their spirit and their inner children of love, you are also fighting yours as well. Let's see this card here. 6 of Wands. I love it. That self-victory in order to move on and restore ourselves within this opportunity, to understand that we have to operate a certain way within our balancing actions. And 6 is here, then 9 has to be there, but 3 is also. 3 is here by way of those cups, that Empress energy. So we're looking at 11-3, 3-11 here within this 6, and that 9 is going to have to be brought in because of that overall ascension within that overall 3. So this Empress right now is really desiring this message of love to come in. 4 of Wands right there, 4-11. Shut up, Lord. 2 by 2, it's stacking. We told you that the 2 of Wands was going to have to be here on that masculine energy. She's really wanting her masculine to come in. And right now, this victory it's in the negative. It's there. It just hasn't been projected yet. This Empress that's awaiting her Emperor to come in is having a really hard time understanding that she needs to let go of that before she can be balanced, and all of that wish fulfillment will come in. Numbers 23-29 is here. Build me 7 altars here and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me. I absolutely love that, because that just tells me that you have to have a new restoration of faith, sweetheart. Those 7 altars are 7 chakras. Kundalini is here. This is very, very twin flame. Oh, and these Page of Cups has to be mirrored, doesn't it? This is a sword. If we look at a sword, we're able to see ourselves, but then it's a little indented. It's a little bent out because the opposite side of the spine, and that opposite side of the spine is not going to show us the same reflection as this side of the spine. And then we have to take consideration for the back side of that sword. It's doing the same opposite way. So there's 3 other perceptions there besides mine that are truthful. And if I can't take all 4 perceptions, how am I going to be able to have balancing of 4 wands to be able to have the potential energy fused together and move me on in messages of love as well? So Empress, you really have to settle in a good way. Settle, I mean steady, like calm yourself. You really need to settle yourself down on being able to be with self first, okay? Divine union is definitely here because it's mirrored. We've seen these inner children, this inner boy and this inner girl mirroring each other, which also means it would have to, in a bigger spectrum, mirror itself out in 3D. And as this 3D transition is being made, your emperor is feeling it too, but they're very egotistical. They're very unawakened. And as this Kundalini is here, I honestly feel like you just met this person too. This is why this is kind of like a victory. Because, I mean, look at this. We've had 3, 6, and 9 within that Empress energy, but we also have that masculine trait here with 2, 4, and 6 in between here. There's a 4 here. There's this control. It's just not there yet. Are they in control? And if they're not in control, then you're probably not in control either. And this is why it's so toxic, is because both parties are trying to control what's not theirs because they've already lost control of what they do typically own. And if you cannot take ownership over what is yours, why are you trying to own something else that ain't yours to begin with? But the power is here for both of these opportunities to own, to come together and mirror out and ascend to goodness. Because what comes after the swords? The cups. And the cups is right here from the very beginning. The overall power of love. Lord, let's do more here. Let's clarify this Empress energy and this fact that she wants this Emperor to come in. This Emperor to come in with messages of love. Stay truthful. These righteous things that he has done, you know, I really feel like the separation has happened because of this Empress. Thank you. 8 of Wands there. Shut up, Lord, you're kidding. 2 of Wands there in the very ascension, descending spectrum there on the back side of that, but 1 branch over. And then we have that 4 of Wands, which we've seen. We've talked about that 6 of Wands. And now this 8 of Wands is here. It's very, very twin flamey, and it's very, very, very mutual. If we have 8 of Wands here, then we're automatically going to have 4 of Swords, and that's 2 by 2 again. So do you see how he is consistently stacking this and transmuting for it for the highest good? And if it's stacking, it's only growing. It's only continuing this flesh to continue forming and this light to continue moving as the burdens are shifted out and away. But the true wish fulfillment is here. Page of Cups here. I love that so much. That Knight of Cups is on the backside, but we also have that 10 of Cups there, that it's yours, it's projected. You just have to make sure that you're able to move this energy. And that means letting go and being able to surrender and make room for new here. Exodus 14:13. Moses answered, "Do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." The deliverance within this victory of self. I love it so much. There's another card under there, and I'm very curious as to what that's going to be. But I just want to take in this moment really quick, because if we look back at the very beginning, this 3 is here, and so is this 2. Well, this 2 is this High Priestess energy, but on the backside is that Magician. So that 2-to-1 ratio of 2 feminine powers versus 1. The atom to the Eve to the Eve to the atom. The atom to the electron to the electron to the atom again. So that Eve and that Eve have to meet again once more on this opposite end, this boomeranging and this victory of self first as it's divided out. And that 8 of Wands is there as this communication continues to move forward, these messages of love. Everything that you validated yourself in the world, sweetheart, that you thought that any other man could give you, the power is within you. Or our woman, you know, you guys were adults with the energies here, but our inner children, our inner boy and an inner girl, and they're both coming together out of love to say, look, we have the balancing. We have the opportunity to allow ourselves to heal. We have the opportunity to have this victory before anyone can come and mirror us. The wish fulfillment is here, and it will be granted if you're able to make that right choice in God's decision here. 8 of Wands there. Let's see what this one is here. King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. There's that Emperor energy. So look at, we're looking in that 2 and that 3. Well, if we 2 by 2, this divine feminine high priestess energy, it only goes to the front side of that Emperor, right? So this Empress is really, really trying to come in to make love to this Emperor energy within, because it's overall self-sustaining. It's overall loving, calming, caring, kind. It's mature. It's only going to be for the highest good. That is divine union written all over it. If we have King of Pentacles there, then that Queen of Pentacles is automatically on the backside, which is also going to be the separate operation of that Queen of Cups, which is already there within that night. 10, 11 there. Yes, I love that so much. Psalm 119 is also here. Oh my gosh, Lord, he is bringing out the bet. I love Psalm 119, the bet, so much. And that only confirms what he's been talking about, because it brings out the tent. And the tent is our skin, and the way that it is being able to protect all the energy that's blooming and reproducing within here. Back in tarot, this is the magician, the way to manifest and to hold it all down, because it's yours, and the victory of self is there, because you be able to manifest anything that you ever wanted. I love that so much. And that's right there. We've been talking about the magician with the high priestess to bring in this Empress energy as they split off, but hold things together as it continues to fill the tent of meaning, right? Oh my gosh, with my lips, I recount all the laws that come from your mouth. I love this so much too, because mouth is going to go back in tarot, Psalm 119, to the pay. And that is our tower overall. And our tower is right here, 8 by 2 swords. That's 16 wands. 11, 11, shut up, Lord. 11, 11, that Libra justice energy to be able to mirror on and on. And the mirroring has been right there from the very, very beginning within these 4 wands. 8 of wands plus 4 of wands, that's that 12 of wands. That's that Knight of Wands energy. Okay, King of Wands to Knight of Wands to Pentacles. Here we go. Yeah, fire on earth here, but that water needs to come. This Empress really needs to make herself known. This Empress really needs to make herself known. I feel as if she's tried to communicate to her King of Pentacles, her divine counterpart in the world, but she has yet to really communicate to herself that if I can't tell him, I told him all the way with my mouth. With my lips, I recount all the laws that come from your mouth. Well, with my lips, I also told you everything that I felt. And now I'm, because of the righteous things that I've done, I will live, because I stood up in the truth. Now I'm rebuilding myself, and I'm able to have self-victory because I'm clearing out everything that's not meant for me here. I'm standing firm, and I'm not going to be afraid, because the Lord is bringing me so much goodness today for my highest good here. Let's see, bottom of the deck. 6 of Pentacles. You are joking me, Lord. See, there's that lover's decision overall again, but look at this. He's still bringing fire on earth here, but the truth needs to come in. The flood, it sure does. 6 of Pentacles is Leviticus 26:8. 5 of you will chase 100, and 100 of you will chase 10,000, and your enemies will fall by the sword before you. My goodness. Excuse me, there's that sword before us, and the enemies will fall, all of that fear, so those messages of love can come in. 5 of you also brings in that Hierophant energy, and 5 of you is also going to chase 100, and that would have to happen because of this moon energy that's coming in by way of that Empress energy to trump in with that 9. We saw the 6s here. Well, we'd have to have the 3s. Well, that 9 is on the back side of this 8 here. That is so beautiful, Lord. 6 and 6. I love that so much. You might be seeing 66 a lot. You might be seeing 616 a lot. Yeah, that's beautiful. One more, he says. One more. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. When those messages of love can come in, those messages of truth, sustaining, calming, loving, caring, kind energy will be able to be met and reciprocated by way of that Emperor. Empress, you just got to get out of your own way. You got to believe that it's going to happen for you. Matthew 5:13 is here. You are the salt of the earth. But he tells us if we become too salty, no one's going to want us. So the intimidation of not having this success is going to be here. But you have to allow it to come in. You have to remember that it will be there and it will be good. There's 2 inner children right here, a feminine and a masculine. Both of your inner children are coming together to be the Emperor and the Empress that you've always been. That's only going to project out to the 3D once it can be all cleared for you, because Jehovah's not going to give you internal wish fulfillment. Excuse me. He's not going to give you external wish fulfillment until he can see that you can properly handle the internal fulfillment. Okay, I love that so much. Let's do one more, he says. 6 of Wands again. Shut up, Lord. I love it. There's 2 playing card decks in here. So look at this, 666. So you have the opportunity to get yourself out and be able to have this self-victory because you are self-sustaining. You are able to give yourself everything that you've ever wanted because 666, Revelation 13:18 states that 666 is man's true alignment. But 999 also has to be there. The ability to continue reproducing on no matter what, to be able to mirror it within this reproducing energy of self and self-forgiveness first. You are holding yourself back from everything that you've ever wanted, waiting for that person to come in. But that person is inside of you, and it's waiting for you to meet yourself at the mirror, sweetheart. I love it. Also, 6 by 3, that's that 18. Okay. You are able to see everything that's hidden there. And as this inner children come in, there's the star. We see the moon come in with this 18 there. And then where's the 19? 8 times 2 is 19. All he's doing, honey, is restoring your crown. He wants to bring you back to heaven's inheritance here on earth. And he's wanting to align you while he's doing it and rebalancing you over and over and over. Okay, our 2-star of David pyramids, that's 6 and 6 as it is. But then you have the overall power of 6 within that synergy to continue moving you forward. 8 minus 2 is 6 here. There's 4 6s, 24 to continue the cycle over and over and over. Divided that many times, but it still branches back up to 6. He's restoring your faith. He's showing you that you've had all of the love and all of the potential energy to be able to move forward within your own self first. You have the power. Deny the world and everything else in it, including your Old Testament. Your New Testament is right there whenever you're deciding that you want it. And then it will be good. Love you. Wounds into light.